Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to tap that subscribe button before you walk out that door. Join the family. We would love to have you. If you're already a part of the family, thank you so much for your love and your support. You are appreciated. Family, I have a very important message from the ancestors to give to you today. But keep in mind that this is a collective message, which means that everything will not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, please do not force it to fit. You can go and browse through some of my other videos to see if you can find another message that resonates with you. You also have the option to book a personal reading with me down below at the link in the description box, okay? If this message does resonate with you, please do not forget to tap that like button, drop a comment. Family, it may not seem like it, but your engagement is very important. Your engagement is powerful. Your engagement is a form of action, and so that helps in multiple ways. For one, your engagement helps to get this message out to people who may need it as well. And for two, your engagement helps to attach your energy to this reading so that while I'm reading the energy of the collective, I'm also picking up on your energy as well so that you can get the messages you need in order to grow and evolve. I also want to point out that this will be an intuitive message today. I'm not using any cards. I'm using all of the information that I've received by meditating and all the downloads that I've been getting over the past few days. I've been on sort of a spiritual retreat and I have a whole lot of things going on, but in the midst of all of that, I always make sure that I find time to be still. And when I'm still, that's when messages come to me. And tapping more into my gifts is what is helping me to be able to decipher the messages that are supposed to be for me, to keep to myself, and the messages that I'm supposed to give to the collective. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. My beautiful, beautiful people, the ancestors want you to know that you were put here for a purpose. Some of you are in a place where you are starting to feel like you don't belong, okay? And I've been seeing a lot of yellow butterflies. Yellow butterflies in the spiritual world symbolizes hope, transformation, and positivity. Yellow butterflies tell us that there is hope, right? They tell us that there is something that will be transforming. And some of you are seeing the number 6, 9, 1, 2. Some of you may have been born in those months. For some of you, that is your life path number. Also, the other day, when it was 9/1/2024, that whole date equals to the number 9. And so I thought that that was very interesting because 9 is a number of transformation. And so a lot of you are losing hope, or you were in a place where you started to feel like you had no place here. Some of you feel like, where's my gifts? Where's my talents? You know, like you're having a hard time trying to figure that out. And the ancestors want you to know that the reason why you feel like you don't fit in is because you were not put here to fit in. You were put here to create your own lane. You were put here to set an example for others. And so you'll never find yourself looking at other people. Like, you won't find your purpose looking at what other people are doing and watching other people. You find your purpose by going within. And so they want you to make sure that you're taking time going within, because your gift is greater than anything that you can possibly fathom. You are the type of individual that will make people regret how they treated you. Some of you went through really rough childhoods where you were bullied and teased, and you were betrayed by people that you treated with so much love and care. And some of you were stepped on, beat up, beat down, tossed around, and used and abused and left for dead. And so this come up, and the come up really is not just wealth. I don't want you to think that, because, you know, nowadays when you're like, yeah, he came up, that means that they came into some money. But no, this come up is beyond paper money. This is you stepping into your purpose, walking in your purpose with confidence and attracting every single thing you want. Like for some of you, you feel like because your bank account is not showing the amount of digits that you want it to show, that you are not favored. But you're not realizing that you never go without. Some of you really need to work on being more appreciative as well. You never go without. You always end up getting what you need. You may not always get what you want, but you always get what you need, and it ends up working out for you in the long run. So the ancestors want you to pay more attention to that, because when you focus on that energy of gratitude, you tend to attract more things to be grateful for. Okay. And this is something that keeps coming up, and not to be repetitive, but the reason why these messages keep coming up for you is because you still have not corrected what the messages are trying to help you to correct, right? And now it's a process. Your ancestors know that it takes time and effort to work on these things, but sometimes we all need that reminder, that gentle push. Hey, let's get back to work. Let's get on it. And that's exactly what these messages are supposed to do for you, because you are in a place where, like I said, you can't even fathom how great your gift is. And so there's work that needs to be done, because you're needed. You are a necessity. You know, your gifts, your talents, like some of you are speakers, some of you are curators, some of you are authors, artists. Like some of you are so good with your art that you can change the whole vibe of the room when you start to paint or show your artwork or sing, when you start to open your mouth, when you start to play your instrument, whatever it is that your art is, you change people for the better. You make people feel really, really good in your presence. And so that right there was a meme that I posted the other day, and it was basically saying, I think it was like, the reason why you don't feel like you fit in to this world is because you were put here to create a new one. And that's exactly it. That is exactly it. You were put here to create a new world and create a new earth, right? You were put here to help uplift the people around you. You were put here to raise the vibrational frequency of the planet. And that's why I said a lot of you have been abused, because it's like, for some of you, people around you can sense your purpose. Like they can sense why you're here. Okay. And a lot of it is jealousy. A lot of it is the fact that your light brings out the darkness in people, in some people. Okay. And for others of you, it's just that you kind of needed that push. Like you needed something to get you mad. Like, I don't want to say get you mad, but I'm seeing a grill, a charcoal grill, and you're trying to build the fire up, and you got to squeeze that liquid onto it. Help me out in the comment section, y'all. I can't remember the word. Whatever that liquid is called, when you squeeze it onto the fire, it blazes up. And that's what a lot of you were going through. And in your human mind, you're like, oh, well, why would they put me through that? Why would they make me the target for everyone? Why would they make me the black sheep? Because you went through so much pain. But that's your human mind. You can't, again, fathom. Look up the definition of the word fathom if you're not familiar with it. That keeps coming to mind. It's like you can't even understand it. That's how much it's not of this realm. It's not of this reality. It's not for you to really understand in this reality, right? Eventually, the more work you do, the more it'll make sense. I'm hoping I'm making sense to you. It's kind of like, think about a boxer or somebody who's training for something very important. They are pushed to their limits in order to expand their limits, right? In order to expand their tolerance. And so that's what everything that you've been through in your life was doing for you. It was pushing you to the limit in order to expand your horizons and to increase your tolerance. So now here you are, stronger, wiser, and more competent, so that you have the qualities that it takes in order to fulfill this very important task that you're here to fulfill. And now with that comes the wealth. it comes the resources, properties, surprises, checks coming to you in the mail, email invitations, DMs, okay, ideas, dreams, things are just coming to you. And the reason why you can now enjoy this wealth is because you made the decision to walk in your purpose. You set that intention. And for some of you, you may not be there yet, right? You're still at the place where you're trying to figure out exactly what that purpose is. But because you made the intention, you're being rewarded for that. Some of you have recently experienced losses that had you doubting yourself. It had you doubting your spiritual team. And you were in a place where you felt like you had no support. It was just you. Some of you were going through things that led you to experimenting with different sources of escape. So you started drinking more, you started smoking more, you started going out and partying more. And you felt like that was your way of finding some sort of relief. But then some of you realized that was leading you down a path of destruction. So here you are, and you're realizing that it's you versus you. It's not you versus the world or anyone else or anything else. It's you versus you, your habits, your traumas, your fears, your shadow self versus your higher consciousness. And so you're being called to go within. And I'm seeing the Hangman. It's funny because I'm not even dealing with cards for this reading, but they're still showing me cards. Like I even saw the King of Swords as well. And so the transformation, you know, you're going from that immature individual that you were before to this individual that has grown and evolved and is progressing. And so you're no longer leaning on the crutches that you used to lean on, right? Like, let's say, for example, you get upset. You're not like, all right, let me go smoke, let me go drink, let me go shop, let me go have sex. It's, okay, I'm going to go within. Why am I upset? Why am I triggered? What's bothering me? And a lot of you have really done the work. And so you're being rewarded for that as well. And so many of you, like I'm seeing you in a limousine, like you are, because again, it's already happening in the spiritual world. Many of you are elite, okay? And you are starting to realize that this is something that was already predestined. Many of you are having dreams where you're seeing this. Many of you have gotten personal readings. Some of you really went through some dark times. And so you're seeing signs everywhere because the ancestors want you to know that you are not alone, because many of you have been in a place where you felt like you are alone and you have no support. But that's not the case at all. And so the ancestors are calling you to go within, because when you go within and you sit in silence or you sit in nature and you go searching for answers, they're able to show up. They're able to show up for you and answer the questions that you have. So going back to the yellow butterfly, yes, you are experiencing huge and drastic changes. Yes, you are going through transformation like a butterfly. Your ancestors want you to remain trustful and hopeful for the future, the very near future. For some of you, this is already happening. You're being invited to speak. You're being invited to conferences. You're meeting people, making connections, and you are making changes. And so they also want you to keep in mind that everything that you've experienced was absolutely necessary, because it was preparing you for this very moment. And so now this is the time. This is your time to speak up and speak out. This is your time to perfect your crafts, learn your crafts, use your crafts, your voice and your gifts in order to help better the community, in order to help better the people around you. I'm hearing it's your time to shine. I'm hearing that song by Rihanna, Shine Bright Like a Diamond, because a lot of you shine so bright. You can change the energy of the room. You do change the energy of the room. Some of you have smiles that are so bright. You have bright white or beige ish teeth, like healthy looking teeth. Your smile is captivating, your energy, your aura is captivating. And for a very long time, you were shut down. You had people that were insecure telling you, oh, why are you so loud? Why are you this? Why are you that? Why are you like that? When that was your unique ability. And so now is the time for you to walk in that. Now is the time for you to be proud of who you are and use that light to brighten up the world around you, because there's so much darkness in this world. It needs people like you. It's waiting for people like you to illuminate love, illuminate positivity, and illuminate change and transformation. That's all I have for you today, family. If you need any help at all reaching into your purpose, definitely book a session with me down below at the link in the description box. You can book a consultation with me to join my Elevation Life Coaching program. You can also book a personal reading if you need some more clarity on your specific destiny. Make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms. Like this message if it resonated with you. Until next time, family, peace and oneness.